listening to the Ochoman, Behind the Eight Ball. Without further ado, the one, the only, Ochoman.
Behind the eight ball. All my life, that's where I've been.
Hola muchachos, my friends. It's November 21st. We're doing our show today on a Saturday morning. We had to wait for our man. We couldn't do our show without our great Armand being on the show.
Yeah,
and
I drove all the way from northern Illinois.
And you know what? You got really lucky, pal.
A snowstorm.
Snowstorm. They're saying like it's a foot up there.
There was about 7 inches when I left.
Yeah, they said 1 foot of snow and 200 flights have been canceled out of Midwest. I'm going, that's Armand. Armand's on that plane right now. We can't get him down here.
I'm a groundling.
Skype him in from the plane.
I don't have the money for that sort of thing.
Oh, you got money. You got plenty of money.
I got some now.
All right, I don't want to get into
Let's talk about it.
No.
I'm so happy.
No. Yeah, he's been doing good at the stock market.
Yes. Mallinckrodt Chemical, buy it Monday.
Hey, what'd you think of that? Now they're really pushing that. Well, we could save it for Nick. Nick's not here right now, guys, because Nick's on his
Spaceship
way.
hasn't landed yet.
Yes, Nick's coming from St. Louis.
All right,
I came from
all right.
Chicago.
I know.
I'm on time.
The guy's card.
All right, he's a little airy.
Yeah, I mean he's
all
got
know.
12 dogs, huskies that are pushing.
Does he
him
really?
through. No, I'm kidding.
I thought. But that's very fun. As if like the Iditarod.
Yeah.
All right.
So he'll be here in the next.
It's early in the
5-10
show. I have to
minutes.
kind of get acclimated. It's been a long drive.
So we don't have Nick yet. We got Chris,
Yeah.
our production man here. How you been, Chris?
Chris, I'm wonderful.
And Chris's wife.
Yeah, she's
Pretty
she's
little
in the
thing.
building. Thank
Wow.
you. Yeah.
There you go. What do you think? The guy's a good-looking guy. He deserves a good-looking chick too.
I didn't think he was that good looking.
I
Tell you
don't
the
think
truth.
I'm that good-looking
I
either.
think he must have a
Trust
great
me.
personality.
No, we know that's not true.
Yeah, it doesn't come across
I'm
here.
telling you, we've had some emails saying Chris is a good-looking
Well,
guy.
he's a little
man.
tall and thin. You know what that means?
Yeah.
I think.
What's that mean? What the hell does that
It
mean?
means he's
He likes
hung like a
I
gallows.
know, take it easy.
Well,
Take it easy.
I can't say certain words. Now let's talk about that.
We
Yes.
don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Hey, but I do want to talk about today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free Audible book, download, and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/Ochoman.
Hey, can I do that too? I'm not restricted from that, am I? I get the free.
No, yeah, you get it.
Well, I'm
Of course you
technically
get it.
an employee of the company.
And they have over 180,000 titles to choose from.
Boy, that's
Probably some hardcore Republican books that you might
damn right,
enjoy.
buddy. Ted Cruz, right on, brother.
And you can find us. Don't start
All
that
the
Ted
Bill
Cruz
O'Reilly books
bullshit again.
are on
You can find
Audible.com.
us at iPhones, Android, Kindle, and MP3 player.
Walter
my friends.
Cronkite was a communist traitor.
What kind of book where are you gonna find that at?
I'll find it for you, sure.
Yeah.
I'll find you the broadcast. It's
Oh
on
yeah, you find it at
award.com,
and I will
Vietnam,
definitely check it out.
award that is lost.
All right.
Pinheads and Patriots
Yes.
by Bill O'Reilly.
And he's a
available on
pinhead.
Audible.com.
Good
God,
book.
I love that segment with him freaking out. I mean, I could hear that 100 times. Have you heard that?
Do you Bill O'Reilly?
Yeah.
No, the part where they keep cutting it and
From
oh my God, he'll have to.
Oh, where he
find-
got mad. He told everybody, oh, yeah. Well,
Fuck it.
We'll do it live.
The guy's,
Dog
he's,
riding.
he's an
We'll do it
Irishman.
live.
Those guys have bad tempers.
Yeah, I've read a whole lot of behind-the-scenes stuff about him from like employees who work there and stuff. It just said he's just so like hardcore to work for.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Well, so's the Ocho Man. Boy, oh boy. I said some dirty words, and boy, did I get flayed.
Well, you know what?
And
That's how I
scourged.
work around here. Okay.
Boy, put a crown of thorns on me. What the hell? Jesus Christ.
Anyway, hey guys, if you've noticed, Golden State Warriors. I know you don't get into basketball,
No, I
but
don't
these
get it.
guys are
Yeah, they're
14-0, man. 14
Is that
and
a
0.
record? Is that some sort of record?
No, I think they're on the march to catch the Chicago Bulls. What was the
They
Chicago
were like
Bulls
72 and 8 or something, weren't they? Eight.
I think that's the magic number that everyone's now focusing on. Can they get 72 or 73? So that's the big call. that one.
Well, you're the prognosticator. Can they?
You know what? With all these injuries nowadays, I don't know, man. These players. Well, here's another thing too. If you're 14-0 and you're making a run at something like that, I think you're much more inspired. There's a record
Yeah,
out there.
I'm sure.
I mean, people like that that are winning, I think they want to still maintain that too.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
here's the thing: what if they're 20 games up and they're going to take it easy? Are they going to really
I
put
don't
out
think
to
they're
break
like
that record?
San Antonio. San Antonio's coach would he'd say, "Oh, you
I
know
like
what?
that.
I don't care. Let's sit our guys down." Bullshit. These guys are going after it.
See, I really think you remember the 2004 series with the Cardinals. Remember they had won it. They were way ahead and they had won they clinched the division early September.
And that was 2004.
Right.
Okay.
And then so La Russa, he takes this attitude of play the sit the regulars, play the scrubs.
That could backfire.
I hate that attitude.
That could
I really
backfire,
think
too.
it's hard to jump into a different gear
And you've
when you're
seen
in that.
And you've even seen that
Right.
in
You see
football
these
too.
teams that have to fight tooth and nail to get into the playoffs. They're in that mode. They're in that groove that every game is life or death.
Right.
And I think you have to instill that in your players. And that's what I hated about La Russa, at least that season. I don't know. It seemed like
Armand,
they folded.
You really got into wrestling, and wrestlers they never take it easy. Every match,
That's right.
They let everything
That's
go.
what I hate Iowa. Let me put it this. Let me preface this by saying
Iowa's known for wrestling,
I know.
man.
I hate Iowa Hawkeyes because I hate their fans because they're all
Mizzou
jerks.
has a hell of a wrestling program.
They're very
right?
good,
Yeah.
but I have to say you have to admire
Why
Iowa
don't you like their fans?
because they're assholes. They're anyway.
What have they
we'll go
done
on-
to you?
Well, believe me, I've been there. I've been to many Iowa dual meets. They're all jerks.
Voted for Bernie.
But I do love. Yeah,
Don't
they probably
start-
Bernie.
Don't start with
support.
Bernie.
No, they're gonna vote
There
for
you go. I don't know why you brought up Bernie with this cat.
Will you
Can't
leave
help
me
it.
alone?
Yeah.
Bernie. What?
Yeah. All right. So what about Iowa?
Well,
I
I admire
Go
their
ahead.
work ethic. I'll tell you what, Dan Gable, when he coached the Iowa Hawkeyes, and if you were winning 10-0 and you took it easy in the third period, Dan Gable would be up your ass.
And you're up 10-0.
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't care. He would. I've seen him chew guys out that had won 10-12-0. It doesn't matter if at the end they started dogging it and relaxing. Well, you didn't want to look at Dan Gable when you came off that mat.
I tell you what, my football career.
I love that. I love that attitude.
There were
Uh-oh, here we
plays.
go.
There were plays. There
Yes.
were plays when the Ochoman dogged it. The Ochoman dogged it. I tell you what, that when you're up so much and everything, sometimes you just dog it because you know the play's going to go on the other side, and boom, that's when you get burnt. You
Well,
know?
the thing about wrestling is now, I still don't. I'm not
It's
condoning
different.
what you do.
It's different.
You can always get pinned, so you can always
Right.
lose. Whereas football, if you're up 7 touchdowns, maybe that might be time to-
and on the notion
and
that
you get hurt.
and on the notion that if it's like going to be a pass play or something, that it's 3rd down and 15 or 20.
Yeah.
For them. I mean, you could kind of
Yeah, but let me ask you
slouch
this.
on the,
Okay, hold
on
it.
the
Okay.
pass rush.
But the guy's running. He's caught a pass. You're up or down by let's say you're down by 4 touchdowns. The guy catches a pass. Are you going to really go all out to catch him and not let him score?
You know what I used to always hate, though, Armand? I used to hate always pinning him down. Like they'd be down like it'd be first and 10, of course. Then it'd be 2nd and 12, and
Yes.
then 3rd and 8 or something like that. And they throw a pass and get a first down again, and it was like, man, my DBs, where the hell are you guys? Just stop them one time so I get off the goddamn field. I hated when our
Well, I'm
DBs
sure
always
they're
cost us.
Probably
all the time,
saying,
man.
what are our linemen not sacking someone or putting pressure
Oh,
on them. So
don't
I'm
be
sure-
blaming it on our front guys.
You're not a lineman? I thought you were a linebacker.
Yeah, but those are the guys I work with. Those
Oh.
linemen are my buddies, man. You keep them off of you. You keep those offensive guys off you. That's all you wanted your down linemen to do. Just keep them off of me. I'll make the tackle.
Oh, I'll bet you will.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Wow.
Those were the days.
The
Those were the days.
The
Armand.
Armenian Mike Singletary. Hey, listen, I got a little story here. Now I don't know if I can even say this since I'm being banned from saying certain
Watch
words.
him, Chris.
All right. Apparently, there's this Vietnamese
Get
kid.
that button
Yeah,
ready.
the finger on the
who's-
dump button.
Vietnamese kid who wants to get on Facebook, but his name is, now get ready for this, Phuc Dat Bich.
Get out of here.
He's got
How do you spell that?
PhucDatBich. And he's got his
BICH.
Those are 3 words, by the way. And he's got a passport to prove that is his actual name. And they won't let him on Facebook. They keep cutting him off because they think it's profanity. Like this show. We wouldn't let him on this show, of course.
Do we
'cause
have
that
this
is profanity.
Is there a guy like this?
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. You think I'm making
Son
this up?
of a bitch. No, you're.
Now you know that I only use profanity when it's absolutely necessary. Like when you're talking about Bernie Sanders or some other communist lingo, some
Hey,
other propaganda.
Don't start your shit. I don't want to hear about you
Let's
and your
start it
Ted
now
Cruz,
before
all
Nick
right?
gets here.
No, he'll want. Yeah,
by
you're
the time
right.
he gets here, he can convince us neither one of us is really here. I leave here and I don't know
there
what
it
dimension
is.
I'm in.
That will be
There he is. There's his passport.
The featured image for this episode.
All right.
Okay.
Way to
Well,
go.
I started off right off the bat with a great. See, you didn't find that.
I didn't find that. Well, I would never have even. Where did you find that?
I don't like to give away my sources.
Ah.
I don't. See, I'm protecting my First Amendment rights again.
Didn't our GM warn me about this?
he
He
did.
said
Yes,
he's going to
he's
be
right,
totally
too.
defiant about
I'm going to
this.
have a nice conference with our GM. I'm going to
right.
insist.
Well,
I want to see him.
Oh,
This
Jesus.
nameless,
I want to see
soulless person.
I want to see you sweat, boy.
I want to see his
Faithless
foot, boy.
man. All right, you know who you are.
You know who you are. But you know what? It's a big deal, like I said, with Golden State.
Oh, I have a sports now.
Yeah, go ahead,
I have
yeah.
a sports now. I'm sure you haven't heard about this. Have you heard that scrotum squeezing is going to be banned from the Paralympics? No. I'll bet you didn't get in this story.
What the hell is that all about?
Well, apparently, this is what happens. These Paralympics, these people are in wheelchairs, and what they do is, first of all, they turn off their catheters, so their bladders enlarge with urine, and they squeeze and they squeeze their scrotums, which apparently gives them more adrenaline and makes them better athletes. Gives them like 10% better performance. So now
Holy
they're talking
shit.
about
How
banning
do they
this.
find that?
That's
How
I
do they
don't
know
about that.
shit like that?
Yeah, they clamp off their catheters and their bladders fill with urine.
those
Apparently, it
filthy
gets their
animals.
blood pressures up. Now they're going to take their blood pressures, and if they're over 180,
Over 180?
180, yeah, like yours.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
yeah, that's Ochoman region
Get
there.
out of here, 180.
Well,
Well,
not
I'm
after you're-
110.
Not after you're fast.
Oh,
This is
bullshit.
pre-fasting.
I've never been to 180, except when they gave me this goddamn
are you
drug
kidding?
they gave me at the hospital, Redinum or whatever that was. That shot me crazy, man. I've never been
You gotta
allergic
take
to
that
anything.
before the show. We need that sort of adrenaline in here.
I hated it.
Sometimes you're a little tepid.
Hey, you could get our fuck that bitch picture off
what do you-
there
what do
and
you-
put our times back on there.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
Fuck that bitch. Yeah.
yeah.
And what
Is that
so-
is that he says that all together? Fuck that bitch.
I don't know. It depends on how much time he has. I guess
It's not even like that. Then it's like Phuc.
No. Fuck. PHUC. What do you mean Phuc?
That's
It's
how
not French.
it is. It's like, well, then what about that?
How about Lee
What
Duck-
about that Cubs player?
What
that
about
was
Lee Duck-Toe?
Fuck you, do me. Yeah.
Okay, well that's a good name. I like that name.
Yeah,
was real-
the one's our Cubs player that was fuck it, do me, or
Oh,
and
no.
if you spelt it, if you looked
Right,
at it
right.
and broke it down and said fuck you, do me.
right,
Yeah.
right.
All right. Well, I mean that's
Well,
just
okay.
like it.
Well, if he wants to get on Facebook, I'm sure he's going to encounter great difficulties
no,
also.
it was called the Fukadoumi.
Well, anyway, it's a man's name, and they don't want him on Facebook. But what do you think about this Paralympics? You can't squeeze your scrotum. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I
Is
think
that-
that'll
is that-
stop me from watching it now. There's the name.
You think Barry Bonds did any of this? To go-
What, squeeze a scrotum?
Yeah, a little scrotum
I
squeezing?
don't think Barry Bonds would ever.
All right, he'd resort to anything to hit a couple more. Should he be in the Hall of Fame?
Yes, he should be in the Hall of Fame because that's the shit that the MLB wanted at the time. They wanted these guys to hit the home runs. They had a sport that was going down in the ratings. They brought in the walls. They turned their backs on these guys, and these guys were doing everything that the MLB wanted and the fans wanted. And then all of a sudden, they get thrown out there and they're crucified because they did steroids. You know what? It didn't bother you. And what gets me is Tony La Russa. He did the Bash Brothers at Oakland. The fucking mascot looked like he was on steroids out there. And all of a sudden, Tony La Russa gets in the Hall of Fame, and none of those guys get in with the Canseco and Mark McGuire.
Well, management always is excused. There are always waivers for.
And then you got that Condoleezza Rice. I don't even know.
Condoleezza.
Whatever her goddamn name is. She doesn't belong on the committee. And on the NCAA football committee.
Hey, please, I'm going to have to insist you turn off your phone
I
if you're
think
going to
this
be
could
on.
be Nick.
Can you imagine the cheek of this man?
Hang on. hey, Nick, go to the door. You just knock on the door and come to the studio. All right? I got to hang up. All
Boy,
right.
you would think he could walk through walls.
Yeah,
with the, you know? What the hell? I mean, of all the secret powers this guy's got, you know. Anyway.
Could you imagine instead of him sitting here, it was a hologram?
Just an image.
Just
Yeah,
like
it's an
a
image. I
hologram
think
of
it
Nick?
is.
Yeah,
I think it's some sort of
like the one they did of the rapper.
Tupac.
Yeah, yeah. Like they actually had him on stage.
But in any case, that's what we got going.
right.
Yeah, so steroids in baseball have been around, and this thing here that you just mentioned.
what, the scrotum squeezing.
Yeah, I've never heard of
I don't
anything.
know.
Who the hell watches that shit anyway? I
they're
think
tr-
it's just
well, they're
something
trying
that-
to be a legitimate sport apparently, and you have to give them credit. I mean, if you were in a wheelchair and
Hey,
do
we
it-
got Nick in the show now.
Hey.
Nick has just entered the studio.
right. Are we gonna?
We just talked a little bit about sports anyway. It wasn't no big
yes,
deal.
We didn't think you'd be
So,
interested.
Whenever you get comfortable, sit down and be a part of this.
Let's see what he has here. He's got some coffee,
Wow.
7-Up.
Yeah, he loaded up.
Anything else? Any other concoctions?
Oh, Nick's
Are these
getting
banned
comfortable.
substances?
No, they're okay in this studio.
What is banned around here? Can we take?
No,
Test?
anything banned is coming out of your mouth, and
I know what's banned. You know, by speech-wise.
Oh no,
I think I want a list.
Really?
I don't
I
know.
have-
I know
I have
two
not-
two words.
2 words that you can't say anymore. I don't worry about him saying it because he doesn't say it, but you've been known to say it. You've been known to live on the edge. That's all.
Wow, you're censored. All the anti-government shit. Oh no.
Now Nick's part of this. Now you're censored. Anyway, what's been going on with you, Nick? How's the new show been?
I'm digging it, man. But
Are
it's
ya?
like, yeah, it's. I find when I'm doing it. Thank you very much. I find when I'm doing it, I just get my head just gets overloaded with information. I got so much
Boy.
shit I want to unload. And today I
How do
was
you think
doing
our
the
listeners
show,
feel?
and I was just like, I kind of got off topic. Well, I got off like the segue. Was on the segued topic, and I just started talking. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to edit this. I'm just going to send it out there like it is. This is how I talk.
That's
this
it.
Is what
That's it, man.
I was talking.
Isn't that what Chris is for?
I was
Shouldn't he-
talking to a.
No, we're not going to
What the hell
censor.
does he do? Doesn't he edit anything?
No, we don't want to edit it.
The man
That's-
admits he just rambles.
Well, I'll tell you what.
But we like that.
Before I did my first show, before I did anything, I asked my 2 favorite conspiracy podcast hosts
Right.
for advice, and
Good call.
one guy said,
Very practical.
Freeman Fly said, do everything yourself.
Freeman Fly.
As much as you can, do as much as you can for your show yourself. And the other guy, who's from Arnold, Missouri, who hosts the Higher Side Chats, he said,
boy.
be yourself and stick with what you know.
No, I
So-
disagree, Nick. Be someone else.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely think that's poor advice.
Yeah, so
But,
I'm
speaking
digging
of
it.
which, we wanted to get your opinion on this Paris attack.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Well, I mean, we're
Well,
gonna
look,
we have to hold you to this.
Really, I talked about this on the show, but I'm gonna do a whole thing on it. I think it's what we got is another 9/11. I don't think that.
Oh, really? So this is on.
I
if we
believe-
fold up a Euro note. We'll see,
I'm saying I believe people died. You know what I mean?
I
It's,
believe that.
What about the sound?
unfortunately-
You didn't hear the sound of the bombs going off at the.
I said I
Soccer.
believe people died.
But
I
you
mean,
think is it the
wait a
government-
second.
was the
There
government
was
behind it?
supposedly a bomb that went off at Boston and hardly did any kind of damage. I mean, look at it. Does that?
Well, you're talking about the Tsarnaev.
I mean, they could fake a bomb. You know what I mean? But I don't think they did. But I don't. It was a
All
false
right.
flag attack.
All right. Well, for more information, tune in to Nick's show.
Yeah,
It was,
Nick,
no,
go ahead.
I'll give it to you right now that this was planned. It was at least known about and let happen for the global police state.
Have you just
will.
have you looked into right now? I'm asking all you guys on this one. It's strange how there's been more UFO activities lately.
Yeah.
Since all this shit's been going around. I mean,
Not
with
my
the
field
wars.
of vision.
Here's the thing, man.
What,
I
did
mean,
you see
I'm
one?
seeing that on TV and everything. That there's a lot more sightings now than ever.
Here's a trivia question for you. Nick, who's the only president to have sighted a UFO, or at least reported sighting one?
Well, there's 3.
3?
Carter.
Well, there you go. That's who I was thinking of. Who else?
I think Reagan actually said he saw one. I just saw that
All right,
yesterday.
well, that must be new.
And
I don't know. I
I
should
think
have
Obama
known.
Reagan's
said
seen a car.
something,
Wow,
but
yeah,
no, I don't
Obama,
think he
yeah, yeah. Well, I should have known better than to match wits on conspiracies with Nick.
You're not gonna get it.
Yeah, that's
No,
like,
you know something?
that's crazy.
There was a time for secrecy on that matter, but now they want you to know about it. They want you to know about it, but they can't come out and say it. So what do? They pump episodes of Ancient Aliens every time you turn on the television. And they go with the ancient alien thing
So
because
they're trying to
they didn't have anything to do with that.
So they're trying to
You know what I
undermine
mean?
your
The old ancient
sanity. So they're giving you this information, but they're making it
Yeah.
sound like you're some sort of lunatic if you believe it.
How the hell didn't you know? That? You know everything. Why can't you figure
You
that
know
one
what?
out?
I defer to him on any sort of extraterrestrial.
There's less of that
except
now. There's
astronomy, of course, and physics.
there's less of that now.
Less what?
Less ridiculing
Not in this
those
show.
people. No, not
I'm
here. I mean,
ridiculing you every
this
day.
is its own world here.
I'm kidding. I'm picking up the slack.
But well, I mean, yeah. But I mean, really, they want you to know about it, man. They want you to know, but they want you to fear it.
Speaking of slack, how's that diet going?
You know what? It's been going
your
all
face
right.
seems to be a little tighter.
Well, it's working out. It's working out. That 5-day fasting really gave me an approach on things. And one thing that you brought up to me was that 1 day a week where you fast.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not even a problem with me
Well,
now.
not after that.
1 day a week. Jesus Christ, that's like, wow.
Yeah, but I do it every day, 16 hours. Or
Yeah.
18 hours.
So
today.
you stop eating after 6 p.m. and then all the way till noon the
8
next
to
day.
noon, but usually I try to go 6 to noon if I can.
6 to noon.
Yeah, so that's 20 hours.
20 hours. 20
Wait a
hours.
minute, 6 to noon, that's 18 hours.
18 hours. 18 hours. Hey, by the way, Nick, I got you a sausage sandwich out there, too.
Oh, thank you. But I think I'll donate it to
Who are you going to donate it to?
a hungry person.
I hope you don't
wanna-
donate it to the...
I don't really care for breakfast sausage.
No
I
Syrian
I hate
refugees.
to. I
We're not giving any
appreciate
food
it.
to them.
I should have just taken it and been polite and shut
Hey,
up.
did you see
Sorry,
Nick, did
I
you see
appreciate it.
there's a lot of dark matter in the Triangulum 2 galaxy? Did you see that?
Yeah, this morning I saw that.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
no.
are you talking about?
I was wondering what his
No,
opinion
I
of that
don't.
was. What's your opinion
Whoa,
of dark
wait,
matter?
what did you just say about that?
I said there's an inordinate amount of dark matter, much more than anywhere else in the Triangulum 2 galaxy.
Okay, CERN.
His eyes lit up when you said
CERN.
that.
Well, yeah,
Yes, he's aroused.
CERN is supposedly
Yeah.
gonna bring that in, that dark matter. People, okay, it is feared that CERN, by opening a portal, will bring that dark matter in, and that everybody will start acting a lot more pissed off.
You know,
And,
You
yeah.
know what? Let them live with my wife. Then they'll be pissed off.
There's dark matter
everybody,
there.
Dark matter.
everybody, my brother. I mean, you, me,
there's no
him.
such thing as dark matter.
I think
You
my
and
wife's walked through there and back like 2-3 times.
yeah.
She inhales it.
Yeah, no kidding.
and emits it.
Jesus, is Chris going to commit suicide? Well, he's on top of
Nick,
chair
I
here.
thought we agreed that this is all nonsense. It was electric. If you read the Electric Galaxy or the Electric Universe, they don't believe in that dark matter crap.
I can't wrap my head around it, man.
I would like to believe in shit like that one time just so I
What?
can say there's something out there besides this bullshit people like you that
Yeah, but
believe
it's
in
not,
the Ted Cruz.
No, it's not some sort of miasma or anything. It's not some sort of ectoplasm. It's dark matter that is actually obeys rules of physics, but we can't see it, which doesn't make sense to me.
Now,
wait a
where's
minute.
this
Whoa,
coming
whoa.
from?
Because there's
Dark
things
matter and
that
dark
we
energy.
can't see that are out there. I mean, think about there's things you can see using infrared technology that you can't see with the naked eye. There's
Yeah, but
things
you can detect
my
them.
cat can see that he's chasing
No, but
after
you
something
can't
and
see
I
it.
don't see it, and he
Of
does.
course, but you can see it like an ultraviolet, an infrared, it's things like that.
Right.
That's electromagnetic waves, etc.
yes.
This you can't detect anywhere. They're just saying they see the gravitational effects of this, but they don't know why.
Wow.
So how the hell do you know it's there?
Well, that's not true. I mean, if someone could sell me a stealth
there-
bomber,
Well,
it's right there.
Do you
and
know
you're
what
like, I don't see
percentage?
it.
Do you know what percentage of the universe is actually matter,
Well, talk to me.
Nick?
No.
4%.
4%.
75% is called dark energy, and 21% is dark matter. 4% is matter. Galaxies,
Well, then you're still short a couple percent.
flab donuts, things that we everyday in our everyday world, Krispy Kremes. Yeah. So how do you explain that?
Krispy
Wouldn't that
Kreme.
tell
I
you
love
something's
Krispy
wrong?
Kreme, boy.
Well, it would have been nice to have one, but
I brought you a sandwich. I don't know what that.
Sandwich,
Oh, I don't know what the hell. I went. I swear, I went to Krispy Kreme and I did with Burger King, and that Krispy Kreme line was like
Oh.
15 cars, and I didn't want to be
Wow.
late, so I said,
Yeah, and
forget
here we
it.
are waiting for this.
Yeah. We waited for Nick.
Sorry, man.
wanna-
It started snowing out there.
He drove.
Wait a minute, hold it. I drove in
He
from
drove through-
Antioch, Illinois. 6 inches of snow.
Oh, yeah, we can't.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's
I'm not
coming.
kidding. I
It's
left at
coming,
3 in the
Nick.
morning.
And all these people that said it's going to be light winter, it's going to come down this year, man.
Are we gonna start? Are we gonna start?
I've been buying into what you've been saying.
I know.
been buying it.
Don't
I've
make me
been
say I
buying
told
it.
you so.
But what do you guys think about this fish now that they got chemical in it? I mean, it's
They all have
it's
chemicals
like
in 'em.
No, I mean about this fish that's being made by scientists, and they're going to be selling it out to the public now. What's that called?
I haven't read about that one.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like a
I
big
believe
fucking
you.
fish.
I
It's
want
like
more
a big-
details. Please amplify.
Oh my God, we were just talking
Well, I mean,
about
We were just talking about it too, you know.
I wasn't talking. We were talking about Walter Cronkite.
Don't
Another
don't bring
dead
it up.
fish.
He saw a UFO shut down a missile.
Jimmy Carter?
No, it was a rocket test.
Who did?
Cronkite.
Oh yeah, there you go. I believe
That Walter Cronkite was on a military base, and they were going to test some kind of thing, a rocket or something, and a disc appeared next to it.
You can't argue with Walter Cronkite. The guy's
and,
a genius. The
well,
guy's
he
a
never
genius.
went on. It's a rumor that he
he's a
said that.
lefty propagandist.
He's a genius.
He's dead.
I love Walter Cronkite. I tell you what.
No, Walter.
I said
No,
Walter, didn't I?
Walker Cronkite.
Hey,
did
you
say
know,
Walker.
Dan
I said
Rather-
Walter, but I got tongue twisted there. Dick.
That tongue of yours.
Hey,
Well, let's
hey,
take a little break.
I shot
and
my
let Ocho Man
okay.
untwist his
Hey,
tongue.
let me do it again then.
Yeah,
Today's
let's hear the-
podcast
yeah, let's
is
hear
brought
the-
to you
the-
by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook, download, and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/Ochoman. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, and MP3 player. Dick, how was that?
There
I
you
did
go.
that very
That was-
good,
that
huh?
was wonderful.
What are you going to say about that?
Yeah, it's good.
See,
Yeah,
Muggsy,
Muggsy
I
was
told you
right,
I'd pull
Shane.
it off. 180,000 books, see?
Yeah, well,
Titles.
There's
Humphrey
the
Bogart.
book that I suggested. I suggested an
It'll
audio
probably
book
be here.
on the thing.
yeah, I'll bet all these
Uh,
books are on the.
It's
They
called.
got everything.
It's by Richard Belzer. You know who that is?
Yeah, I know. You know, I
He
know.
Richard
wrote-
Belzer.
Yeah, from
He's
Law and
a
Order.
comedian on
Actor.
Howard Stern every.
I know his.
Yeah.
I know his stepdaughter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy, man.
He's a very nice guy. She
So
really likes him.
dig the title of his book here. It's UFOs, JFK, and Elvis: Conspiracies You Don't Have to Be Crazy to Believe.
But it helps.
Richard Belzer's book.
Yes, right.
Belzer.
So- and it's on audiobook, so you can get that. If you
well,
You could get that book, right?
just,
yeah, you can get that. You go to the
just remain
sign up for the 30-day trial, and you can download that book for
remain
free.
skeptical. That's all I say.
You know what? This historian guy, I love this guy. Dan. What the hell?
I thought you were talking about this fish. What happened to the fish?
Yeah. I'm talking about this fish too,
Oh,
but
okay.
I was talking about this book. History, man. You got what the hell?
Dan
is
Brown.
No.
No, his name.
History.
is-
Come on.
Yeah, that's history. All right.
But anyway, this guy's name's Dan something,
Yes,
and
you'll find it. There's only
I'll
180,000 titles. How many of them could have Dan in them? all right, look.
I'll find it right here to shut up.
Oh, here's some interesting history for you. Did you know that the Europeans did not get syphilis from the Central Americans?
Oh, who the hell cares? Help me find Dan.
No.
you-
I mean, Nick, you know that I was always taught, anybody that reads or listens to a book, that the Europeans came here and they brought syphilis back to Europe. But they have disproven that.
I think it was
notion.
Dan Carlin.
Yeah, that's him.
Dan
So anyway, that they've disproven that notion. They found that there was actually syphilis in Central Europe around the 14th century before anybody came here. Now that's interesting.
Really?
Yes, that's very interesting.
Did you really believe the name Dan Carlin, or you
No,
just said that?
no, I'm
Yeah,
just-
that's
I'm
such
just
a dick
pacifying
move.
you.
Do you know
I don't believe anything you say.
Friday the 13th? Why Friday the 13th is unlucky?
Well, it's got to be unlucky for some
no,
Paris
no,
people.
I'll
well,
tell you-
it
no,
has
no.
something to do with
Wait a minute.
Paris and
No,
France.
No,
and
that's not true. Apparently, you give your theory, I'll give mine.
Okay.
Jesus was crucified on a Friday. There were 13 12 disciples and Jesus at the Last Supper. That's why it's unlucky.
Okay,
That's
check
why.
this out.
That's pretty good. That's pretty strong.
Okay.
Okay, now
The
that's mine.
Templars, the French. Hold on.
Dan Carlin?
Okay, let's see.
Crusaders.
The Templars were arrested on October
That's
13th,
it.
Friday, October, in Paris, and they stood to destroy Islam.
What year was
Hello,
this? What year?
1307.
No. I know.
Friday
how
the
that,
13th.
I know
You
how
dig
that-
what I'm saying?
Yeah. It wasn't
Paris,
about.
Friday the
It wasn't
13th?
about Islam. They were invited. All the Templars were invited from the king. What was his name?
Philip.
Was it King Philip?
Ooh, 1307. That's tough.
I
King
think
of
it's King
France.
Philip.
And
Yeah.
he invited all of them, and then next thing you know, he had a debt with all these guys. He owed them a lot of money. So next thing you know, he tortures and kills all of them, man. And most of them,
Did he pay him?
no, hell, he got rid of them. It wasn't about Islam. Those guys,
They were
those,
banksters.
Yeah,
The
and
Templars
and
were
they,
Crusaders.
yeah, and well, here's the
Is
deal.
that what he
though.
owed them for? The Crusades?
Oh, all that shit. I mean, they borrowed so much. He borrowed so much money off these guys, and then he invites them into France. And then next thing you know, it's an open season on these guys.
Well, they were accused of some crazy stuff.
And it was all bullshit. These guys did not do. They had nothing but good intentions. They were the bankers. This was modern day banking being done at that time, and all of a sudden, boom, it's all gone.
Well, it sounds like the Jews were involved then. They did all the European bankers.
Well, the Templars were the guys that you just fill out the paper, and next thing you know, you had.
Payday loan kind of guys.
Exactly,
Oh, all right. The
exactly, exactly. But you're right.
It's like the Maltese
That's
Falcon.
where it all
Remember that?
started.
Remember
Yeah.
the Maltese Falcon? That was Knights Templars.
I think he just beat
really?
you
I've
though,
gotta
man.
see that again.
Get the Falcon. Don't,
I
don't-
think
don't
he
tell the
did beat you on
coppers.
that one.
Don't tell the coppers.
Yeah, I seen that on the History Channel. I'm glad you brought that up. That was cool.
Yeah.
That's
So-
why Friday the 13th. I
That-
think mine.
yes.
I think mine's better.
I like yours. I like yours.
I like
it
that
was
one.
very respectable, but it
Wait,
was
Chris,
it was that one
break the
that's
tie.
been noted down here.
Give them the prices right.
Why don't you someone confirm Dan Carlin, the guy I
Who
listened
the
to?
hell is this? What are you? Okay,
This is
get
him.
off
This
here.
is him.
What
America's
about him?
best history teacher. Our GM got me on this guy.
Okay.
And, I mean, the guy is really good with history stuff, man. I listen to him all the time. So, anyway, I'm done with Dan Carlin, but I just had to get that name out because you kind of pointed out how many Dans are there.
Well, I thought it was rather witty myself. Seemed to elicit a sympathetic response.
Sympathetic. When have you been
Hey, did you
sympathetic
see,
towards anything?
Now they've not towards you.
I know.
Not towards.
Yeah, I've had a rough
I
life
won't
with you.
say it because I'm going to get bleeped out anyway, so I'm not going to bother.
Yeah, do not go there.
Casting pearls before swine. They found out that you can manipulate taste. Now, I was always taught in medical school that you have these taste buds, right? Sweet, sour, bitter. Help me out here. Umami. That's the new one. Umami.
Umami.
Yeah. Sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami.
What
Umami.
That's
Umami.
savory. That's supposedly savory.
Oh, umami.
What about
Umami.
spicy?
Ooh, mommy.
No, that's not one. Anyway, there are all these taste buds that have.
You eat any peppers? Where's the tongue feel on that? I mean, I feel like
Just
the
don't-
whole
There's
tongue.
not a taste bud for it, okay?
Well, what the hell? How does your tongue get on fire
Well,
then?
that's the whole point. It's now they can manipulate taste by certain regions in the brain. So what they're
Yeah.
doing, they're turning it back around. So they can make someone taste sweet by even though what they're eating is salty, by actually making the parts of the brain.
This would be
Fired up.
This would be really good for people that are diabetic and that
Well,
are trying to
I
not
guess those are
think
the
about
implications. I don't know, but
a sugar
It's
or
just
something
odd,
like
though.
that. They could have something else, and it'll alter the taste of it.
well, I guess that's possible.
That's definitely where they're shooting this.
What
at.
do we care? We're going to fast anyway. We don't need this.
We don't need those.
How often are you
going
going to do that?
Well, once a week. I like to go five.
Okay,
I
so
like
tomorrow.
to go.
One day a week, huh?
No, well, tonight.
Sunday. Sunday to Monday.
It doesn't matter like that. I'm telling you, whenever I eat good, the next day, I just make it to point to where if I eat good one day, I'm going to fast the
right.
next day.
Okay.
So that's the way I'm going to have it. And tonight, there's an Armenian dance, so
Oh, boy.
I may be
Yeah, that's-
eating tonight.
Yeah,
so,
that's probably have,
you know.
what, they have some kind of luau theme.
yeah, are you coming?
No, I'm not going.
Come on.
No, I got trivia tonight.
Oh, trivia
To play
tonight.
trivia.
Oh, you'd be good with trivia, man.
Oh,
I'd-
are you
That's
kidding?
I
all he
would-
does. That's all
No
he
shit.
does.
I bet you're good at that.
Yeah, and
you ever win money?
Yes,
oh, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, that's all he
And I'm
does.
available. You can buy me for your table.
Can you believe that? What a
Wow.
snake you are. a mercenary.
That's right.
Where do you
Hey,
feel your
what, you think I went on Who
strong
Wants to Be a
areas are?
Millionaire and for kicks?
500,000 he won.
Yeah.
500,000 he won on
that
that
was
game.
before
No
the IRS
shit.
got involved. You didn't know this?
No, I did not know that.
See,
You were
now
on Millionaire?
That's not a conspiracy theory. That's actually on YouTube.
Go ahead, tell him
Oh,
about
wow.
Just watch it.
So you won half? I'll watch it.
it. Yeah, he won 500.
Yeah, if you Google my name, that's the first
What was
thing
your
comes up.
What was the? I gotta watch it.
Now
Okay,
you already
I
know
gotta
how it
watch
turns out, so he ruined that for you.
Hey man,
Well, he wouldn't have
good
even
money.
known about it.
They also have a laser that cools molecules. You believe that?
Well, who the hell cares? Go ahead, though.
Well, what a Luddite you are. You know that?
I'm an Armenian. I don't know who the Lepites are.
Boy, oh,
Go on,
Nick,
go on,
give me-
Dick. I don't.
give
Yeah,
me a
there you go.
conspiracy. Tell me Warren Harding's still alive or something. This guy's crazy. You know, the laser, right? You hit someone with a laser, it heats up, right? Wouldn't you think?
Well, no.
Now they've got a laser that
know
actually cools molecules down, which is they'll use it in computers, etc., to cool down chips.
That's
things
a
that
great
heat up.
idea.
It's a great idea, but the practicality of it was somewhat daunting. Now they've done it, apparently.
How they pull that
Aren't
off?
you amazed by that? Who the hell do I look like? Enrico Fermi? I don't know what the hell.
Well,
they
the
did.
Fox Rico Cerny.
He's Edward G. Robinson's cousin.
Ah, well, that. Yeah, I
First
could see
nuclear
that.
chain reaction. You know where that was, by the way?
No,
It was under the squash court in Chicago at the University of Chicago gym,
really.
1938.
Well, how about that?
you know that,
Anything on
Nick?
that?
no.
Nick?
Say that one again.
It was under a squash.
Look at Nick's
What's
face.
what are you doing? Checking on me?
No. I'm doing something else.
All right.
man.
It was. It was a squash court, and they had a little laboratory.
Tell him,
at
not
the
me. You
university.
already told
I'm
me.
Telling both. I'm like a shark. I can look at both of you. I have binocular vision, and they apparently they had the first nuclear chain reaction at the University of Chicago on a squash court.
Huh.
Wow.
No, I have
never
nothing
knew
on
that.
that. at this
Enrico
point.
Fermi.
I never knew that.
I'm just getting warmed up for my
Rico.
trivia match tonight.
Oh, Rico.
Although-
Hey, can you find a question that we could stump
They
him on?
never. You'll find them.
I-
they never ask science questions. They'll
I'm
ask
not
some
even sure
stupid
if I-
Disney question about Frozen, or which, by the way, is the most
They're
successful,
still selling that son
most
of a
successful
bitch.
animated movie of all time.
I mean, come on, the movie's
Frozen.
been
Your
done.
daughters like
My daughter,
Your
not daughter.
The one daughter's she's dating now. She doesn't.
No, she's not. My
old is
15-year-old. She's 15. All she does is want to get in the books.
What the hell's this?
That's the Frozen
Oh.
title. You're going to get blown away on these trivial games
thought
if
we
you
were-
don't know this shit.
You got to know these
I
answers.
thought
So
we were
I'm
having
helping you prepare here.
homosexual segment.
All right, guys, can you turn the lights
Sexual
off
segment.
now?
We're talking about my daughter, Dick.
Well, he brings up this music. This.
This is Frozen. This
Well,
is
I
Frozen.
didn't
Now
realize
you
that.
know it's Frozen.
All right, who's singing this? Who is this character?
I think it's
This is,
Laurent or
Is this a famous person?
Yeah,
no,
no, it's,
Disney chick.
No, she's oh my god.
She used to be a Disney girl, a Disney singer.
Her last name is Menzel, right? Yeah, Idina Menzel.
Oh, okay.
There
And
you go.
who's this character she portrays?
Or
there
actually,
two
No, she's
sisters?
not. Yeah, I don't know. But the thing,
Kristen
That's the kind
Bell.
of bullshit that comes up on these trivia matches.
well, then what do they need you for if there's a
All they
hired
need me
gun?
if someone asks an intelligent question.
All right, I can turn it
Yeah,
off.
please.
I
Okay.
hear this every 5 minutes the last
Ah,
6
boy,
months.
oh boy, no
You
wonder
love
you're
it.
walking around with a migraine.
you love it.
Oh my
They
God!
get in front of the TV.
See,
They
now
start
that's-
doing a duet.
Oh, that's Nazism there. I could extract a lot of information from somebody with that.
And
Yeah,
we
just
just
put that on
uploaded.
there.
Hey,
Jesus
to everyone
Christ, that's
who's
like
listening,
waterboarding.
everyone who's listening to the show, head over to our Facebook page. We just uploaded a little behind the scenes shot
Fuck
of
that
everyone in
bitch?
the studio here,
Oh,
behind
I
the
thought we were
scenes
gonna put-
video.
I thought "Fuck That Bitch" was on there.
Yeah, it'll be on there. It'll be the headline image, but this is just a little behind the scenes
It's
look.
got a little video.
Yeah, behind the scenes look of of us back here in the studio,
Work
so
out.
everyone knows what it looks like when we're back here
I would
recording
have
the
shaved
show.
if I'd have known that.
Well,
God damn it! I'll never get any chicks.
Oh, you're gonna get a lot of chicks. Don't worry about it.
I want a chick like Chris's chick. She's good looking.
She's good looking, isn't she?
I know. Why can't I get that?
Well, I think your personality
I
kind of
know.
blows.
Hey, guys.
Gotta keep my mouth shut.
Check this out. This was Kanye West 2 years ago. See his
right.
shirt?
What's it say?
Pray for
Pray for-
Paris.
Wow. Well, yeah, but
wow.
okay.
Well, let's see that. I got to see that. Pray for Paris stuff.
Yeah, but what? Are you sure it was 2 years ago? When was that? When was that Charlie Hebdo? When was that? That was in January.
Yeah, that was what it's all about.
No, but that was in January, I think. That was only a year ago.
Oh, Charlie Hebdo, that was just
Last
that,
January,
okay, that
wasn't it?
was bullshit.
Uh-oh.
No, let me.
I knew I was striking.
I talked
There
about
we
this
go.
before.
You got him.
I knew
You
I'd
got
get
him
him going.
You got him
Man.
fired
Go,
up.
Nick, go.
Okay, the
No
two
interruptions.
guys.
I won't
the,
interrupt you. I'll let you go right
First
through.
of all,
I
there's
won't say a word. Just go ahead.
Well, you're talking now, you dick.
That's why
He knows. He does. He's great. You're great, Nick.
he's wait. Okay, the video of the two guys that pull up in a black car. They get out. They run. They have
Wait
automatic
a minute.
weapons.
I think, give a
they
little background
shoot
on this because people might not know what we're talking about.
Charlie Hebdo.
Yeah, right. It was in
This
Paris.
was in Paris
Right.
last year.
January. I believe.
January, I think it was. Okay, and 8 years prior to this happening, this guy, Charlie Hebdo,
Now-
this cartoonist,
Right.
8 years ago,
Right. Drew Muhammad.
Drew
right?
Muhammad. It was insulting to
Right.
Islam, and 8 years later, they decided to get revenge. And so the video of it shows nobody on these Paris streets, nobody at all, like they're just nobody there. The guys pull up in the car, and where they pull up, there's tape where there's tire, like a stage mark. You know what I mean? Like a set
right.
mark.
Your mark, yeah.
Yeah.
Hit your mark, yeah.
Yeah, and the tire stops right there. They both get out. They run. There's a cop on the ground. There's
some-
all kinds of edited, with all that in there.
Allahu Akbar.
The guy shoots the cop in the head. What appears at close range with a semi-automatic weapon, and there's no blood. There's no impact. It doesn't show the guy getting
Shells?
hit.
Any shells
There's
around?
nothing. There looks like, cause he does shoot like something off to the side of him, and it looks like a powdered pellet or something. It's something, but it's also you see the cop like, am I supposed to act hit? Did he? And he just kind of like stays there and freezes, and then these guys get into their car, back into their car, and before they
These
get back in
two
their
alleged
car,
assassins.
these two alleged guys, before they get back in their car, he picks up a shoe that was
Not a
just
shoe.
laying there. He had both of his shoes on.
Maxwell Smart Shoe.
He picks up a shoe off the ground and gets in the car, and they drive off.
Agent 99.
Like,
we
I
need
guess
some
when
help.
when they went over the rehearsal the first time, he must have dropped his shoe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
well,
serious.
There you go.
And to top it off, one of the lead investigators kills himself like a week later. Commits
It's getting
suicide.
crazy and
All right,
crazier.
there you go.
You know what, though?
that's
If you
sad.
donate a testicle, it pays out $35,000.
No kidding. Who?
$35,000
I'm not using
right
mine.
now. It's $35,000 if you donate.
What for?
You know what? That's a lot of money.
The
You know,
Bataclan,
that's outlawed.
Hey, you guys.
That's against the law.
the Bataclan concert hall.
Will you stop making a mockery of this? This is serious
What is he
forensic
doing?
stuff
What
here.
is this?
You don't want to know, Nick. The man has no respect.
Some people would say I don't,
No,
but
you're good,
I
Mo.
waited a week to talk about
we
this.
hold you in
Um,
high reverence.
The Bataclan was sold in September.
The what?
The Bataclan concert hall, where one of the attacks was.
Oh, the what?
Well, we're moving
it was
from
sold
Charlie
in
Hebdo
September.
To Bataclan, yeah.
And I guess the owner of it didn't feel that people
think
would
those
want to go to
bomb-
concerts there
You think
anymore.
the bombs were set in the prior to this? Is that?
I just think it was known about. I think people died, unfortunately, and I think it was known about.
Wow.
Here's some devil shit.
good.
The band
I
that
love
was
this
playing
stuff.
was
Yeah.
called the
I know
what
what
were they called? The Angels of
Angels of
Death Metal.
Yeah, Angels of Death Metal.
And the
correct.
guy and the singer calls himself the devil.
Oh,
That's
he's on the mark today.
Oh, he's on the groove
Is
today.
Tuesday
isn't he?
Weld in that band? I mean,
No, there's about that band, they're called the Real Tuesday Wells.
Ah, okay.
They have a song called Lucifer. They're pretty cool
They would.
actually.
Was there any new bands out with any covers that you'd like to expose right now? Let us.
With them album covers. Oh, I mean, just anybody in pop music looks like. I mean, they're going to the Church of Satan.
Right on.
You know?
Right on, yeah.
I mean, just
Where do we
pentagrams
join?
everywhere,
I won't
and let's
vote.
not forget. And I'm not on my show or this show or anything going to tell you how to vote or anything. But
We
just
will.
look
I'll
at that.
tell you how to vote.
Remember that Republican
listening to
logo
you.
as
Yeah.
of 2000.
What's an
The
elephant?
stars all the stars on them are now upside down, or like pentagrams.
Did you know that? Did you know
As
that?
of
Show
as
me.
of
your
W's.
group is now
Yeah.
sponsored by the devil.
Republican
You
logo.
son of a bitch.
So now you're not so you're gonna vote for Bernie Sanders now?
I'm going to still stay with my guy, Bernie.
You got upside down stars. Who the fuck is gonna vote for these people?
Well, get ready
one-
for the button, Nick.
The 1%.
Or Nick,
the
Chris.
the banks, free college.
I've been watching you for the last couple of weeks.
Attaboy, Donald. Right on. Who's listening to this lunatic?
I'm listening
bankers?
to this lunatic. I love Bernie.
You like Trump too?
Oh, Trump!
I like
Trump's got
Trump.
to play his penthouse on the 66th floor.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What's he got?
Oh, on November 11th, November 9th. That is 11/9, the opposite of 9/11.
Correct.
9 is the number for destruction, and 11 is the number for magic. I told you
I
about
thought
that.
11 was Yo Bet. I thought that got you. What does that get you?
So,
Well, that was 13.
No, on a crap
what was I
table.
saying?
Oh, I thought you were talking 13 with
that's a
that
yo bet. Makes you good money.
elevator. Oh, come on. Who's going to hit 6'5"?
I don't even remember what I was saying. Panera,
Yeah.
bread company.
Not
Yeah,
the
you know,
Panera.
I told you not to buy that stock.
He did say
Pan
that.
is Satan. Era of Pan, and look at the
Pan is
bread.
not
Look at the loaf
Satan.
of bread the lady in the logo's carrying.
Whoa,
There's
whoa,
three
whoa,
scores.
whoa.
It's
Since
sixes.
when is Pan Satan?
Hang on.
Pan's a satyr. He's not Satan.
Hold on here. I will.
No,
find
now
it.
you're
now-
calling out our...
Well, hey, listen, your mythology,
I'm
that's
going
my
to-
area. I
hold
know
on,
Pan.
hold on.
Pan is he plays the pipes. He's a satyr.
Well, there you go, Nick.
Well, hold on.
We got the wrong information
If
on
I
that
got
one.
it, I got. Well,
Panic?
I'm not looking at him
a
like
god.
he's an expert.
He's a god of flocks. Pan.
Is this Pan?
Well, hold on here.
Well, that's beautiful
Those are
shit there.
That's
I will give you my
Braveheart.
information.
I don't
Oh,
know about
you-
the skirt wearing, though, you know?
You know what? My sister.
When they go to battle like that, I mean, they
You
go...
know what they call those little horn things on the bagpipes that stick out?
No.
Ferules.
Oh, well, who the hell cares? I thought it was something they used. If their weapon fell down, they'd use that as a weapon.
No, it gives that skirring sound. In fact, that's what the sound a bagpipe makes.
It's a very,
skir.
it's a very
SKIRR.
depressing music, though. It's
What are you
depressing
talking
music.
about? Your favorite movie, Braveheart.
I know,
That's
but
all
it's
it is.
depressing though. It's it's a depressing music
it's-
going into battle and stuff, and where
it's all right.
someone's dead, they play that.
Well,
It's a-
Scotsmen are depressing people.
Yeah, they are. I think it's all the draft going inside their skirts.
I think
Why can't they wear pants like everybody else?
I lost faith in Scotland when they didn't get out of the United Kingdom. They should have done that.
And all they did was talk about they wanted to do that,
Yeah,
and
but
then
I
all of a
don't-
sudden,
I don't know
boom!
how that
We're you know what? We're
Well,
just
was there
kidding,
some kind of
lads.
Supernatural. There's some kind of supernatural elements involved there.
I think it was the aliens.
Who voted? Nick?
When
Did
what?
they bring
What are
in
you talking about?
Scotland when they were trying to get away from the United Kingdom?
All
They
you
had a
heard
vote.
was we want our independence. Then they came to vote, and you know what?
You know who
we
I
like it here.
Here's a guy I like, Nigel Farage.
Not Nigel.
That guy's a tough dude.
What's he do?
What's he do? You don't know who Nigel Farage?
No, go
Jesus
ahead.
Christ.
Go ahead, tell everybody.
He's the head of UKIP, United Kingdom Independent Party. It's their Tea Party.
Wow,
And he doesn't take
I
any
guarantee you, our listeners wouldn't have known that.
Well, they know it now.
They know it now.
Get the
That's
damn
my
Audible books. They'll talk to you.
Audible
about it.
books
Right. You
and
gotta go-
Audible books.
Listen, if you don't know this stuff, go to this site. Let me read it.
Go ahead, you take a pop at it.
right,
Let's see if you could outdo me. I did it pretty good today, Nick and Chris.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial, that's one word, .com/Ochoman. Over 180,000 titles to
He
choose
screwed
from.
that up, didn't he?
It'll come out in the editing. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
All right, that wasn't bad.
Thank
that
you.
wasn't
Okay.
bad. That was so radio, though.
Thank you.
know,
Come again.
All right, get out of here.
Okay, man. Pan is a symbol of Saturn, which is a planet related to the symbol of Earth. What?
What?
Saturn is
Where the fuck
associated
is
with the
devil in
gnomes and
this?
pygmies of the Earth. Thus, when in mythology we study the god Pan. Okay, you know what it was? Pan is a symbol of Saturn.
Saturn was
Saturn.
was king of the gods. He was father of Jupiter.
Saturn. A lot of researchers feel that
They're coming to get us.
Saturn
again, I'm
comes from Satan. The word comes
So
from
glad
Satan.
you picked up on that.
No. That's not true. That's not true. Saturn was around long before Satan. Saturn was
How
a
do you
Roman.
figure that? How could
Saturn
it
was a
be?
Roman god before Christianity even was even thought of. The Romans had Saturn. He was the
So-
king of the gods.
so-
His son was Jupiter.
So he was around
He's
longer
the-
than Satan.
Well, according to our
Myth.
belief
Yeah,
in our
I-
book.
I'm not going to debate those sort of metaphysical.
Well, you just said
especially
that.
with you. Well, the myth of that was that Saturn was, he was the original god.
Yeah, but I
He
guess
was-
it was adopted
Have you heard of
into the
Cronus?
saintism. And
Cronus was the Greek god was Cronus, the father of Zeus. The
you mean
Roman,
Zeus had a father
Of course,
too?
yeah.
I always
he
thought
killed him.
Zeus was the
Zeus killed his father.
no shit.
Yeah, dumb shit. Yeah,
I thought
and ate
Zeus
him.
was
and he ate him.
ate,
Damn right.
ate his dad.
Yes, that's Zeus. You don't mess with him.
Oh,
Well,
God
the
damn.
Roman equivalent was Saturn and Jupiter.
You never knew that, did you, Nick?
Why
I
is-
never knew that.
I'm just talking about myth. Now, I don't know.
That- this is
No,
this is
that's
part
all
of
right, that's
astrology.
Okay. No,
too.
I guess I don't. Check it out.
Your final answer.
Why is Saturn the god of? Why is it a black cube? Why is a black cube
I don't know. I don't
representing
know
Saturn?
I don't know. I'll look that up.
That's really weird.
There's got to be something behind that.
I gotta show you.
Ask Romulus and Remus.
There's,
what the hell am I? A Roman god.
I think it was this.
We're not Catholic. We're Armenians.
Yeah, we're,
It's not
we're
one of our
Orthodox.
gods.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
even know
but
how to
in our
explain
days,
what
too,
I'm.
we
this
believed
picture
in
my
all
head,
that
so I'm just
shit,
gonna
too.
show
Of
it to
course,
you.
they all, they all.
It was all pagan
yeah,
stuff.
they all
yeah.
painted themselves blue and hunted.
Yeah. We were called Artesians, and then we became Armenians.
Is that
No,
is that a
fuck
joke?
no. Artesians were the little blue people
Oh.
that made in the beer commercial. I can't believe you fell
That's a
for
little-
that one.
Well, that's a little
Okay,
too obscure
check
for me.
this
I don't
out.
know the.
I told them that.
Look at
Thank
that.
you. Come pick me up.
Guy
Pick
with
me
a
up,
cube
please.
On his head, on his forehead.
That's supposed to represent Saturn.
Yeah.
Put that one up, Chris.
Look at that.
That's interesting. Looks like Sean Connery.
Wait a minute. That's Jewish stuff there. That's
That's the Kaaba or whatever. Isn't that the black box the Muslims worship?
no.
Is that
no.
Kaaba?
That's the stuff that those real ultra
Oh,
Jewish people put on their forehead. It's a little black thing.
It's a cube.
Yeah, the cube. It looks like a cube too. What's that represent, Nick?
Saturn.
Saturn.
Yeah.
Okay.
well, I mean that's
this
the
is
Romans
what's
had
really-
the Saturnalia. Remember, that was the Bacchanalia. They had the Saturnalia.
I'm just
Well, that was
I
a
don't
party,
know.
man. They partied like crazy.
I guess he's generalized it, and you've went into in depth with it.
I'm not sure we're discussing the same thing. I'm talking about Roman mythology. He's
Would you
talking
just
about,
go along with what Nick's coming
Nick-
up with
Nick-
here? I
Nick,
love
bring,
Nick's
bring
stuff.
the witch in here and let her.
Yeah,
I'll tell
when
you
is
what,
this
man.
witch coming? I can't wait to see
Hey,
this
I liked
witch.
it to be about a week or two after
You know
the
what?
stripper comes in.
She just keeps asking me. She's like, "Well, I want to hear the show and all this." I'm like, "Well, let me find a good show for you to listen to."
Our
Here we
shows
go.
are all great.
Yeah, another censor. That's all we need. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
So
But
check
she's
it out. All
Eye of
over the
Newt.
world, there's like these Saturn, these cubes, black cubes.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and,
They're not cubes. Don't they have a name for that? That's a Tesla.
Tesla.
No. That's
You were
what,
about
that's
to
what
say
you
Tesla.
drive.
Yeah.
Tesseract. Isn't that what it's called? That's a tesseract.
I got to take my Tesla back, by the way. They're saying that
You didn't know that? It's supposed to have some sort of
90,000.
power.
Tesseract.
Tesseract.
No, I don't. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
look that up, Chris. Tesseract. A tesseract.
My Tesla's got 90,000 seatbelts that aren't
Yeah,
working
and electric
properly.
doors, keyless.
Yeah, so I got to take it back.
Oh, what was it? It was one of those movies. One of those lousy Avengers movies.
What's
They had the tesseract.
No, I didn't know.
I don't know. You're the one with the kids. Your kids don't watch the. Nah, you got.
No,
daughters.
I got daughters. I watched that stupid Frozen.
What is that? Synchromysticism? What the hell's that, Nick?
Dude, we ought to get our own religion. We ought to start our own
no kidding.
crazy shit. We'll have
Hey,
believers.
those chicks, boy, those guys get chicks too. Yeah, that David Koresh, that guy was right on the money.
All he had to do was stick on.
Man,
He didn't need to kill anybody.
He
You know?
didn't. He didn't kill anybody. They killed him.
Man,
What
that
about
was
him?
Messed up. What happened?
Yeah,
there.
that poor. That was what's her
Oh,
name?
that
Janet
was that
Reno
that
killed
Waco.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh
was Janet
yeah,
Reno.
man.
yeah.
They set the guy
that
on
poor
fire.
Guy, yeah, they blew the fuck out of
Yeah,
him.
no
and those
kidding.
kids.
Yeah,
Man,
ISIS
them
gets away
kids.
with anything, but if you start screwing around and messing with other people's wives and have a cult.
No,
what do
he
you
had
get?
too many guns. He was stockpiling
Yeah,
guns, and
yeah,
that's
that's
what
what they got
their
him
He was
for. Yeah,
harmless.
Yeah, they didn't want him to kill anybody, so they went in there and killed him.
that's
What is
crazy.
this?
Isn't it?
Teflon?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Teflon comes from the planet
That's the cube?
Tifilius, which is a town in Georgia.
Okay.
Is that the Ochoman theory?
Ancient Hebrews represented Saturn with a 6-pointed star, which later became known as the Star of David.
Now we know
Now
that
check
one.
that out. Now check this
We
out.
got that
It's on
one.
every
It's
bottle
on
of
their
Mold
goddamn
David.
flag, too.
Get their wine.
Now it says that ancient Hebrews represented Saturn with a 6-pointed star. Okay, now in the
But
center,
we had that
hold on.
star. We had that star way before
Look
the
up
Jews
Tesseract.
even
Just
had
check
that
what
star.
listen to what I'm about to say.
Yes.
In the middle of the Star of David, what is in the center of that symbol?
A dollar sign?
A hexagon.
Okay.
And there is a hexagon on the North Pole of Saturn.
Okay, look at this. Now, what do you think about this?
You're not even listening to me.
No,
man.
because I don't believe it.
I'll show you the picture of Saturn.
I don't think we're talking about the same thing. I mean, I don't. It's the same word, but it's not the same entity.
I'm over that. I'm so past that one.
And you said I couldn't get him pissed off. Boy, are you wrong?
Oh, I'm not. It's just,
Hey Nick, look at Armenia here. This is ancient, more ancient than anything. And look at on that wall, that concrete. It's got that Star of David that wasn't even considered Star of David.
yeah.
I mean,
that's weird. That's what I'm saying. In the center of that is a hexagon.
Look at that.
And yet there's a hexagon on the
Where
North
is it?
Pole of
Where's
Saturn.
the hexagon?
Okay,
Where's the
whoa.
hexagon?
No, this is in Armenia.
Oh.
This
Dude,
is
look at it. Look at the Star of David,
All
and
right,
I'll show you
put
what
a Star
I
of
mean.
David up there. Okay, so now, and then what's your point?
The relation. What I'm trying to say is, ancient Hebrews
Yeah.
represented
Okay, they're
Saturn.
ahead of the Romans. I'll give you that much.
I'm saying they represented Saturn by a 6-pointed star, the Star of David. It's a coincidence that in the center of the Star of David is a hexagon, a symbol of Saturn once, and on Saturn, on the North Pole, there is a hexagon the size of 4 Earths.
What?
Yes, let me show you the NASA photos of
that's
this.
right. Well, you're talking about that. Yeah, but that has something
It's
to do with
60 miles
That's
deep.
a Saturn. That's a Saturnian. It has something to do with the seasons on Saturn, though. I don't think there's any.
But
kind of
how would
mystical-
ancient Hebrews know that?
well, I gotta
think it might
say
be-
we
could be a
got something
coincidence.
even more ancient than that here.
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean,
What do you got?
this is the before, this is pagan time that the Armenians had this on the wall, and we still have this on our walls.
Yeah,
Now,
where'd you
this
find
is-
that? Where did the Armenians have a Star of David?
Oh my God! We've had it before them. We
Really?
had the Nazi symbol.
We had it before they did?
We had the.
Do we get royalties on this?
we don't get anything
Damn
out
it,
of this.
Every bottle of Mogan David, we should be getting some kind
We
of
should be getting something on this.
kickback.
Where's that
That's
at?
on the North Pole of
Yeah,
Saturn.
I've seen that
It's a
picture.
hexagon. It's 4 Earths wide and 60 miles deep.
That almost looks like Jim Ansley's work he did in the desert.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going to talk to you about that. I saw him last week.
He told me.
Yeah.
He told me. I talked to him 2 days ago. And we got a guest next week. I'd like to bring him in here if we can
Who?
get Jim,
Jim.
in here. And he's got this thing laid out. And it was about...
Don't ruin it.
Okay.
I want to get Nick's opinion.
Yeah. Let's get Nick's opinion
ad
on what
lib.
this is.
Yeah, I don't want to prepare him for this because we got you, brother.
Oh, what is this about?
We'll settle your hash. Oh, don't worry. You're going to get yours.
I just have something that you're going to find very interesting.
Yes. Okay.
that one.
I see that.
See the hexagon?
Yeah. Where? Oh, okay. I thought like in the center was.
Yeah, that. No, bump. Yeah. That's
Well,
a hexagon right
well,
there.
how much
And
time
that's-
we got left in this one?
A hexagon
About 3
surrounded
minutes.
by
What?
6 triangles.
I'm not done
That's
yet.
what
I
it
got
is.
plenty of other things to say.
What do you got? Let's hear it. Let's hear
I
it.
told my syphilis story.
Yeah, and
that was-
you did bring up
was a
that
big one.
Asian guy named.
Yeah.
after-
Go
ahead.
There may not be as many Earth-like planets as we thought, unfortunately.
What are you talking
Well,
about?
I think Nick might be
I
interested
think
in
they've
this.
discovered
There's
all
life
that.
on
Well,
every planet in our solar system except Pluto.
Pluto's not a planet; it's a dwarf planet.
That's why there's no life there.
All right.
You got
agree.
you right.
God damn it! I can't beat
You
this kid.
can't beat
I
him.
never beat those guys.
You can't beat him, Rock.
When you're talking to me.
I haven't heard that one. in a
No,
while.
apparently, the most common stars are red dwarfs.
Yeah.
So they're looking at red dwarfs because the red dwarfs are cooler than the sun, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So so the planet has to be closer to the star to be in that Goldilocks zone where they can actually have water, right?
Okay.
But unfortunately, these red dwarfs apparently have a lot more radiation and magnetism coming out of them, and they're a lot more active than we thought. So they're annihilating these atmospheres because the planets are so close. So there's no water.
But how can you eliminate planets that we've already seen though? I mean,
Well, we're not talking about eliminating the plan. I'm just saying they're not going to be they're not probable hosts for life.
for life. Well, he just said there's a shitload of them that have.
Are you going to believe him?
I do. I listen to the show.
Comes from John
And
Lear,
that's
man.
that's called Nick of Time, and you can find that
Yes.
on our podcast shows as well.
Thank you
That's
very much.
right.
And
That's
look
right.
for that Nick of Time. I tell you what, Nick,
Check
you're
it
only getting better and better
Yes,
with that.
yes.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yes, for addled minds from 12 to 80.
12 to 8. Shouldn't it be 8 to 12?
12 to 80.
Oh, 12 to
Age.
8.
I mean, I don't want kids listening to this. I mean, it's.
Well, it can get a little
Although
creepy.
he's not as dirty
It can
as
get,
I am.
Yo, yeah, you're censored, dude.
I have. You hear this? I've been censored. I've been
No,
given.
no.
I've given,
What
I've
can't
been
you
given,
say?
I
Well, I can't
I
say
guess
it.
you can't say
You
it.
want me to write it down for you?
What do you think it is? It should be like a game show.
He got it.
You got it.
Really? Is that it?
And there's another.
Oh, yeah, there's another
there's
one,
another
too.
one too. Yeah.
We just don't want him to say that. That's all. No big deal.
No.
No,
Asshole. I can say
asshole you can
asshole.
say.
Oh, hold
Sure,
on,
that's
hold
not-
on.
It starts with a.
No, don't say it that
what
starts
about
with
that
anything.
one?
Which one?
You know, how come I can say that? I would think that'd be more offensive than what you think I can.
No, yeah, hold up.
I can't say that either?
You guys can say whatever you want. He just said, you know what?
Oh, yeah, because you'll bleep it out anyway. Right, Chris?
Demo.
Chris,
What's that?
Chris, you don't answer anything around this
He
one.
said
I was
can
trying
say-
to get something for him real
He
quick.
said I could say anything I want just because you're going to edit it out.
Exactly.
All right, that's okay. That's okay. Keep him.
I can keep that.
He
But
just likes to
keep
say
a
it,
finger.
get-
Keep a
gets the
finger
taste
on
in
him.
his mouth,
Keep
you know?
a finger on him, Chris. He's
right.
he's liable to blow up any time now.
No, I'm not going to
Here,
say
like
the other
start
word.
saying something, Armand. It's like start.
All right.
He got it in, didn't
Yeah,
he?
no.
See?
Yeah, you got it.
Did I get any of it? It's going to be Kaya.
Yeah. Bernie.
Right.
Oh my.
All right. That's it. I don't want to talk about that anymore. What else you got? What else you got, smartass?
This show is unfair. It's a First Amendment.
Oh, this ain't the no amendment bullshit. The guy's just trying to get us some sponsors, you know,
I'm
and
being
we're not going to get any sponsor with your big mouth, okay?
being oppressed.
You liked what I put in your wallet today?
Yes, I
I'm
did.
surprised he hasn't said, Nick, you can't talk about 9/11, man, or Sandy Hook, or.
No,
Yeah,
we really like it because he knows that.
Hey, are there any, here's one that you never have talked about, Nick. What about the Abraham Lincoln? Isn't there some sort of conspiracy theory there? What was that all about? Come on, there's got to be some sort
Oh,
of.
the death? Of-
Yeah, of course.
I mean, maybe the whole.
Who cares about his life? I want to talk about his death. Or is he dead?
Is he the
Booth. No, Booth is. He did that transhuman thing. He flew into on a time machine. He came in.
I told
to
you.
the,
What did I tell you?
21st century, and
Well,
yeah, they
this-
did that transhuman thing where they
this is the
download your
shit that
consciousness.
they love.
They can download
Yeah,
your consciousness and put it into a computer so you can live forever.
Right.
Have you
Okay.
seen?
Yeah.
Have you seen the show Hemlock Grove
I heard
on
about it.
Netflix?
Heard about it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of that stuff
Yeah.
in there, like where they're actually able
No
to like
kidding.
I wanna
Move-
ch-
we
remove
gotta
the
check that
conscious-
out.
Like remove the consciousness from Nick and like install it into somebody else. Like if
Oh,
you,
wow.
like if the
Armand would love shit like that because he really believes.
Freaky Friday
I want the
thing.
consciousness of a stripper. That's what I want.
You're not gonna get it here, okay?
play with myself.
Unless you want me to
There's-
jump on the table and do a
Ugh.
show for you.
This what I was
I
talking. This
remember you from
transhuman
PE.
thing.
Oh boy.
What'd
is
you
a
say,
thing.
Nick?
This is underway. People are trying to do this.
Well, apparently they already did it. And
Trying
John
to
Wilkes
live
Booth.
forever. No, that was a joke.
Oh, all right. Damn it.
No, there's a movie about with Johnny Depp called Transcendence.
Here's your stripper music.
That's stripper music?
Oh yeah, this is the ultimate
Oh,
stripper
yeah,
song.
they all right. I know that. Now, give us a
remember
little
that one.
sax, that heavy, the 1940s, that sort of thing.
Anyway, what else you got with your whole paperwork here?
Well, I was gonna say, if you can believe in that stuff, read Ray Kurzweil. It's probably on Audible.com.
Audible.com.
Yeah,
Audible trial.
I know about that
180,000
dude.
titles to choose from.
Ray Kurzweil
Yeah.
talks about the singularity. Now that's very interesting.
He's deep.
Have you know what the singularity is?
Well, no, go
Okay,
ahead.
that's not it.
Oh, wait, keep that music going.
It's straight from the record 80s music from porn.
Oh my God.
Well, but that's not stripper music.
Well, it could be
Yeah,
my
but
it
there
could be
is
my
such an
thing. Where
album.
www.audibletrial.com/Ochoman.
Get Ray Kurzweil. The singularity is near. Great
If
book.
you're gonna shop on Amazon, be sure before you do head over to our website at Ochoman behind the eight ball.
Ochi, can I call you Ochi?
Ochoman.com.
Yeah, baby.
The banner on the right-hand side of the page. Just hit it.
Just
Hit it
hit
good.
it. Hit
any
it.
kind of,
Slap that
Is
ass.
there any kind of
Hit
Satanism in
that
porn?
banner
There's got to be. They got to be Satanists.
and be sure to buy something.
You get
something.
fined if you don't use a condom now, apparently.
Amazon.com.
What?
They-
That poor Charlie Sheen boy, he's been going
yeah,
around
we
with
didn't
this whole
discuss him.
thing. I feel so bad for him. He's a big
What?
Reds fan too. So
that guy's going to get his ass sued off. You know
why? Why?
Because these people are going to say that you gave me HIV or tried to, and they're
No,
Why
he
is
didn't
he-
try to give
why is he
anyone
coming
any
forward?
They're gonna sue him.
HIV.
Why is he doing this now? Why is he coming forward now? I'm sure they asked him that on TV. Why? What did he say?
I don't
Why
know.
now?
I just think that he wants to come clean after a
After
while.
5,000 chicks, he decided he wants to unburden himself of this horrible burden.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen.
Well, that tiger blood should fix that.
Tiger blood should always fix anything because I've got tiger blood in me right now.
Charlie Sheen.
Tiger blood.
I don't know what to fight.
I thought
I'm
it
a
was-
Mizzou Tiger,
How
so
about shark cartilage? That's supposed
anyway,
to, that's
we're gonna
sharks
wrap
don't
this
get
one
cancer.
up. I'm tired of this bullshit show today.
Back and enjoy the show.
All right.
Chris was the funniest one today.
He was good. He
we
was
were-
definitely good.
We couldn't get any love.
My picks for this
let's hear
week.
the
Let's
picks.
let me run with. I like Dallas. I like Dallas.
Hey,
Fuck
wait
the
a
music.
minute.
It can just play in the background as you
Okay,
pick.
yeah. I like Dallas this week. Tony Romo's back. We're
yes?
-1, yes, sir.
No kidding.
And
Is he
people are
full-
buying
is he
into it.
100%?
He's at 100%.
Wow.
They're visiting Miami. The line shifted from -1. Now it's -1 Dallas. Dallas wins on the road here. And Tony Romo brings back the Cowboy Nation.
Hey, how come you didn't see that Ronda Rousey upset coming?
I didn't see it coming. But anyway, what do you got on your stock
I
market?
told you, Mallinckrodt Chemical. They're quarterly.
Are those the ones that make the salmon that are like 500 pounds now? Never
The
mind.
GMO salmon. That's what it was.
GMO
I think you're
GMO
talking about
salmon.
Monsanto. They're the GMO people. Mallinckrodt's got they've got Acthar. That's their big drug.
I think what's really, and I really don't know what's hot on the stock market, but I would think defense companies have got to be going skyrocket
They're
right
doing
now.
all right. They're doing.
Yeah, they're doing great. The
you
whole
want-
world's in
If you
turmoil.
want to go defense, buy Raytheon. They do they do everybody.
Hey, you may have to take me off on that one. I said that word.
Oh, you did. Yeah.
I said that word.
What did
now.
he say? What did that
No,
cock
don't
say?
No, get him too. All right, that's our show for this week. Hey, Nick, what do you got going
Yes.
this weekend?
I'm gonna take ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca. Who's
No, just
that?
kidding. No, but you should all go to an ayahuasca retreat and take it and homeschool your children. Don't go to
Yeah,
web.
I agree with
Don't
that.
go to a Walmart's. Well, you can't go to those ones that were closed for 6 months because
You
they
were
still
supposed
haven't
to-
opened.
you were supposed to
and
break
they
into
still
a
haven't
Walmart,
gotten their
too.
plumbing done. So, yeah, what the hell are they doing over there? Figure it out by the time I come back.
I have no idea what he
Get the
was
giant
wearing,
beef and bean burrito at Walmart.
There you go. And
Wow, that's good stuff.
Chris, what do you got going?
Oh, not a lot, man.
Not a lot.
Just
All right.
a lot of downtime.
Yeah, and you're gonna say, if you're gonna
Armand?
homeschool your kids, get them inoculated. Don't worry about this
Exactly.
bullshit, this autism nonsense.
Well, all right, guys.
And eat genetically modified foods.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not gonna hurt you. Go ahead.
Buy yourself a cow and drink
That's right.
milk.
There,
Tell 'em,
suck it
Nick.
right off the udder.
All right. That's our
I
show for
say
this
suck?
week from
Can
the
I say udder?
Ocho Man and the crew. We are out of here, my friends.
Over now. 'Cause when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Who's with me? Let's go! Come on! Ah!
The Ocho Man, behind the 8 ball. Leave us your questions and comments below this podcast in the comments section of the iTunes podcast store.